What is up, everybody? Welcome to another video. My name is Rottin Dog Carcass, so you guys can call me Carcass here on the channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing y'all how I do my little animation bounces since so many people want to know. I'm currently on IbisPaint, but I use Alight motion in order to do the animation bounce. So in order to achieve that bounce, you're going to want to create a character, but you're going to want to split it up in different pieces, such as like the hair, the body, the face, the arm, the paws, whatever you need to be split up. And I'm also fairly new to this, but I feel like it's super easy to get down. If you don't know how to split up different individual pieces of a drawing, I can also do a tutorial on that. But what I like to do is I like to draw a sketch, and then I do the line art. Like I do the head on a different layer, I do the neck on a different layer, and the body and the arms, etc., and things like that. After you achieve that, color it all in, and I did a little fucky wucky here, so I'm gonna erasing that right now. Look at his nub, his little nubby. You want to take all of those pieces and save them into a transparent layer, and then bring them over to Alight motion, which is what I'm doing right now. Once you are in Alight motion, you're gonna hit the plus down at the bottom right there. I use the 16:9 for YouTube, I use the 30 frames per second, and I use a transparent background, but you can also change the color to whatever you want. You can do green, blue, whatever you want. Transparent is what I'm going with, and create project. So once you're here, you're going to hit that plus down there, and you're going to add them individually. So I like to add them in order, like, you know, the hair goes in the back and whatnot. For right here, the first thing I do is I increase the amount that it's going to be in the video. So I do 5 seconds just to make the loop a little bit longer, because I think it was on 2 or 3. I feel like that's a little bit short. Hit the plus one more time and then open up media, and you're just going to do that for literally every single piece. It's going to speed this up, make the process a little faster. I save in order from what goes to the bottom to the front. If you do end up messing up, there is a way to switch layers, and I'll show you guys that in just a minute. So once you have all your layers here, you want to hold down those 3 little lines right there, and that's how you can move the layers from up and down. So next here, you click the plus right here, you go into move and transform, and this is where you're going to put a keyframe. Don't do nothing with that keyframe, you go and scroll to the very end and put another one. There you go. So if you want to move the pivot point, you can click the little, I don't know what the fuck you call that. You can see I'm moving this circle. I'm just going to leave it there in the middle because I don't really need it. But if you want things to go sideways or different ways, then you can move that little pivot point. You're going to go back to the first keyframe you just did, and you're going to click this right down there, and you're going to slide this all the way over. There you go. This is what creates the little bounce you see. You see his hair little bounce, and you see that. Now I like to kind of go like based off what I think looks right. Sometimes I do slower, sometimes I do faster. Since this was for the scare animation meme, I did them relatively fast to go with the beat. So I just want to let y'all know this is not a live recording, this is a voiceover, so I'm just going based off what I'm doing. So I go back, I go to effects, I add effect. I use scale assist. You can find that in the move and transform section. You can use any of these, but I use scale assist to kind of give an extra bouncy, realistic feel to it. So you're going to add that, and then you have to kind of move the scale for you to add a key point, which is weird, but add one at the end, and again add one at the beginning, just like we did in our last ones. And then on the last one, you add a little bit of a little squish. So I have to go back out and copy the curve on the move and transform that we just did. You click the little 3 dots down at the bottom and you copy the curve. There you go. And this is why I use the light motion, because it's so much easier. You're gonna go back to your scale assist, and again you're gonna go to the end and paste that curve, so it's the exact same beat as the move and transform. You can see the difference between with the scale assist and without, clearly. Then you just do the exact same thing all over again for every single layer. Kind of tweak it as you go. Sometimes I use scale assist vertical instead of horizontal. to kind of give it a, you know, so it's not all bouncing in the same direction, because, you know, hair bounces in a different way. Maybe ears will bounce outwards instead of inwards, you know what I mean? So you can just see me go in here and, you know, copy and paste in that curve, adding the scale assist. I do not add the scale assist to the body or the head. Those are the only two things, or sometimes the arm. Sometimes the arm, I won't do that. I just keep those still. And I'm gonna teach y'all how to like move something up or down. So you're gonna go down, click that thing underneath that. Don't mind that, just this. Add another key point at the beginning and another one at the end. And for the end one, you're gonna move it to whatever you want. I want the head to go slightly down, so that's what I'm gonna do. Here I am kind of tweaking with it a little bit. And you're gonna go back to the very beginning and see that it's slowly going down. It's very subtle, but I notice it, so that's all that matters. And again, I'm just doing the exact same things to the other parts. So again, with the pivot point that I touched up earlier, I'm going to teach y'all how to do that right here. So you see when the pivot's directly in the middle, your hand's going to move all funky. It's not going to move down like how you want it. So you want to go click that twice, and then you're going to move the little circle thing right over to the wrist right there. And you're going to click it again, go down, and then the hand will move how you want instead of how it was looking funky. And as you see here, your bouncing boy is all complete. I do like to go back and tween some things. So like for the body, for instance, I will make that maybe bounce a bit slower, so it just looks a little bit more realistic to me, I guess. I mean, how realistic can you really go with a fucking cartoon furry, right? But you know, I think you guys know what I mean. I really hope I did a good job with explaining how this works, and I apologize that it took so long for it to come out. I've had a lot going on, but that's okay. I don't want to talk about it. Let me know if you guys have any questions at all. I will answer them in the comments. I will do my best to try and do that. Again, if you guys want me to make a tutorial on how to get split up pieces, y'all, look, don't even mind the fire alarm, y'all. I have put new batteries in that motherfucker, and it still makes that damn tweak noise, that little squeak noise. I promise y'all, if y'all have heard it in this audio, I try so hard to like try and block it out, but I'm not even gonna bother with it, y'all, for real. Anyway, export that motherfucking video now that you have completed that shit, and save. There you go, boom. All right, bye. I love you guys. Thanks for watching.